Hi everybody, welcome to Angie Blog. I was divinely guided to deliver this channel message of today. Kind of like a channel message kind of lesson. So I've been guiding to pass it down. I wanted to talk about this in the podcast and I was ready to just like after work today and dealing with some stuff. I just wanted to just relax, right? But Spirit had other intentions in mind. So I'm just being here obedient. Somebody needs to hear this today. Also, the energy, it's a lot going on right now. A lot of us as psychic mediums, especially with this full moon and Virgo that's coming up. That was like I realized when I was writing the blog, I wrote full moon in Libra, and I was wondering like, why did I do that? And I don't know. We make mistakes, right? And that's what it is. Then we confirm it with other astrologers, and I saw that it was Virgo, which is great because I'm Virgo, yay! But also that too, it's like the energy is, if it feels like really, really good, and also it's all about justice, self-love, self-care, knowing your self-worth, and yeah, so I have a channel message for somebody. It's a lesson that I learned and I'm going to pass it down. I will talk about it more in detail in the podcast, I think, on the next podcast. But Spirit really wanted me to talk about this. And hopefully it's 11:04. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Universe. But before we get into it, that's why I sage and everything, because I didn't want to, cleansing myself and stuff like that, especially from today. The lesson was learned today. Okay, but we're gonna confirm more in tarot, and we're gonna read at the end the oracle message just to close it up and keep it in a good vibe. Okay, but definitely we're gonna tap into it and see why are we seeing this. Yeah, I was actually getting ready also to do pick a card reading. I have these 3 messages from these 3 decks. I don't know if I'll do it like this. I don't know. I'm like a chameleon. I like to change and mix it up a little bit. But yeah, definitely feeling the full moon in Virgo. But you know how Virgos are. We are hermits, right? We are researchers. We study before we do anything. And that too is like, before I was coming in here, I decided to do a meditation after my prayers. So like I really heard the Holy Spirit, like, you have to speak about this. This happens to people and they don't even know that this is happening to them. And when I saw it today, I realized a lot of things that I didn't want to accept because, we Virgos have big hearts and we give second chances, and we have the benefit of the doubt of people, and we don't like to judge people. And sometimes we could be judgy, but those who are in the healing process, who are, taking accountability for themselves, are really healing. And also that too, when we hear other people telling us that we're not healing, that we need more healing and stuff like that, because we're telling them something that they don't feel comfortable for you to tell them because it's the truth, but they don't want to hear it because they like to be stuck where they're at. So it's just pretty sad. And then that too is like you have to kind of retract yourself. You're like, yeah, it's okay, never mind what I said, right? And then that too is like, I was asked, like, literally after talking to God about it, I even went for like a nice walk and stuff. Like, I had to like retreat myself from speaking the truth because this person could not accept that person is doing stuff to them. That person has an entity inside them. And it's pretty sad because that too is like, it's hard to understand that just like as light workers and people who are work in the psychic medium, who are of the light, who do, good things for people, who are healers, there's also other people who have similar gifts as us, but they use it for the wrong reasons. And yes, they could be ascending, but from the other side, like the devil will promote them and they will ascend without even realizing that they're being used and manipulated as well. Especially those who, that's why Spirit's letting me know, like, you have to talk about this. So let me say, because sorry, it's a lot. Okay, so today, learning about being around a succubus evil spirits. And it happens, right? Sometimes you don't even know that you are surrounded by them. And sometimes they don't even know that they're surrounded unless somebody tell them to. Also, these people don't really have a personality. They're insecure and they listen to other people. So for example, this person doesn't even know that this tarot reader or psychic reader or whatever this person is could be an evil entity inside them and could be used in them for money, for materialistic thing, for their energy. It could be used in them, like these people sometimes they rely so much on tarot readers that they don't have a life. They don't have their own personality. All their decisions that they make, it's based on that person that they completely fully trust. And that means that person doesn't have there's something missing inside of them that they have to rely, as always, all decisions and everything that they do on this specific person. That's why you have to be careful. Like Spirit is saying, like even all the psychic readers, when you look at them too, when you look at their channels, you see them too, they're explaining to you, you cannot idolize, like even myself, like you can't idolize us or base your whole life on what we put. So that too, as I've noticed, like if I don't post anything, there's people that get like upset and then they, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you shouldn't be relying so much on tarot readers and stuff like that, like for your life, you know? Like we're here just to guide you for confirmation and for healing and for teaching, for guiding you in the right path. But you shouldn't rely completely in everything that you do based on what a tarot reader, psychic reader, medium tells you or not to do. That's a lot of responsibility. And also that's a lot of weight on us. And also it's like unrealistic because it's like we only get messages for certain people. Like we have so many people as subscribers, and also we have so many people in other channels and other platforms. So it's like the messages could be completely different. So that's why it's very important to use discernment, because sometimes, you know, the message could not be for you, but you might take it for you. And then, you know what I'm saying? Angels are all here. That too is like, we also, hermit, Virgos, we tend to retreat. We take the hermit mode because we're not always available for everybody. We are conscious of our, especially as myself as a conscious creator and a single mother. And also like I do other jobs outside of here, that we also, you know, it's good to take a step back and not always be available for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's not like being selfish or anything. It's just that we have to take a step back because we don't want to show up here and then it's not authentic, or it's not like, you know, it's not truthful, it's not out of light, it's not out of good intentions. And that's what we heal during those times, especially when we are all also dealing with spiritual warfare on a daily basis. Most of us, some of us, those who are dealing with spiritual warfare, you know exactly what I mean, right? But we're here with the light. We're still overcoming fear, overcoming doubt, and we're not letting these people do whatever they think they want to do. Also, there could be people doing this that you can't even imagine that they're doing it, but they are doing it. They could be your friends, right? But they're not your friends. You know? Now, you know, take it how it resonates. This message might resonate with you, might not. Leave it as it is. But this is also a spiritual lesson that I want to live here for somebody who needs to hear this, okay? So basically someone pretending to be spiritual or doing tarot candle magic spells, right? This person could do this on a daily basis, on a regular basis, and they could be telling people that they're of the light, that they do this for people, that they're praying and whatever. No, right? This person, also that too, yeah, the angels are telling me there are spirits. Like when we do tarot, it is spirits. Right? You're dealing with energy. You're working with energy, with different messages, right? So what I'm saying is that angels are saying that the spirit could also be, you can have good spirits and you can have evil spirits interfering within your own tarot messages. That's why tarot readers need to be discernment. When we tell you to be discernment, take what resonates and leave the rest, we actually mean it. It's because we are doing the exact same thing. Because we know that we are dealing with energies. And then not only do we open that portal of the light and everything, but also the dark side comes in too. And it's our responsibility to not let that interfere with your messages. We take some serious heat in order for us to bring these messages to you. That's why a lot of tarot readers, that's why you have to make sure that these tarot readers are they know what about spiritual, this side and the other side and the other darker side, which we would have been, right? Survived, overcome that, and continue to, no, we're going to speak the truth. We're going to continue going there. We're going to bring the light. We are the torch. Do you understand that? That's what we take the hermit side and get off this. We're not all the ways delivering messages every time. And when we can is when we're able to. We have our cup is full. We have our angels and ancestors backing us up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't really understand that. That's what we're saying, like, oh, there's people ascending. I'm like, oh yeah, what are they ascending for? Are they ascending of the light or are they ascending of the devil? Which one? Because they're both in the same realm. I'm just saying. Now, there's some people who are ascending on the other side who pretend to be of the light. And that's why they make us who are doing the right thing, the justice and speaking the truth and not messing around with dark magic and stuff like that and spell work and stuff like that and pretending that they're good people when they're not. When they're here literally projecting and cursing other people, having dark entities inside them, and then they pass that to their clients. That's what I'm getting at. Take it how it resonates. Passing to their clients, they pass it to other people. Now, the other thing, what I explained in another card reading that I did recently, I don't know, one of the ones that I had, where I told you guys that you have to be careful of who your clients is. Like, usually sometimes your clients could be a karmic. They could have a succubus, an evil spirit. And if you continue having business with this person, taking their money, you are getting their karma. You are getting their spirit. You, without even knowing, especially, these are for tarot readers who are constantly doing this. Like, this is your business, right? You work for this. Because a lot of us, that's why a lot of us are not, thank you, angels. That's why a lot of us are not, they're trying to protect me right now because this is serious. A lot of us who do this as a business, right? Because most of the tarot readers who are real tarot readers, we don't do this for business. Let me just say it straight up. We don't do this for money. We do this to help people, to be of service of God, okay? And yes, there's a lot of people say, that's what angels are saying, like, yeah, there's another tarot readers now who are also psychic mediums who are very vindictive. They're very jealous. And they're saying like, oh, those tarot readers who believe in God and believe in the Bible and read the Bible, they're not good people. Excuse me? So you're just the righteous one because you do tarot reader, but you don't read the Bible, but that just makes you the best one. Good for you. You already ascended to a different stage and we all have different timelines. Right now, what we're learning, the real light workers who are working, yes, we read the Bible. Yes, we read the Buddha. Yes, we do all the religion. We do all the religions. Not necessarily, we don't have a specific one religion. Because honestly, religion is there to separate us. Even God says it. Religion is just a tool. Spirituality is your practice, is your thing. Stop attacking and judging other people. You're not here to compare other people. Each of you have different messages to deliver. So stop talking about, oh, the tarot readers who read the Bible. Yes, some of us do read the Bible. So what? That takes away that we also can able to have also toxic things that we're healing just like you. Nobody's perfect here. We all find our own way of how to deal with these situations that we're dealing, which is the dark and the light, the yin and yang, right? Balancing all of that. Now, there's other people who are of the dark, who pretend to be of the light and trick people, manipulate people, try to distort, how do you say? Not distort. Yeah, like take advantage of people, good people, people who are innocent. Sometimes people, they know that these people have a succubus inside of them, and instead of helping them take this thing out, they just use them and then continue and emphasizing that entity inside them so they can continue using them. That's what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Whoever's watching this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. It's you who I'm talking about. Now, some participant spirit doing two karma. Perhaps at one point they were of light. Yes, you were, you know. and we're doing the right thing at some point. However, somewhere along their path, they get tempted by material things, trying to please people and being around people who have demons and succubus entities inside of them. Those who lost their touch of using discernment and understanding that as someone who does tarot and spell work on others, hence I don't do any spell work or none of candle magic. I don't know none of that stuff. I don't do none of that. I just work with my tarot cards. I do crystal healing, and I'm gonna open the crystal healing soon, but I'm still being warned that not to do it yet. But I don't do none of that. No spell work, not candle magic. I'm talking about those who do that, right? And you also do tarot reading to other clients on a daily basis, constantly, without cleansing yourself, without washing yourself, without taking accountability that you have many clients. It's like a doctor. You're like a doctor. I'm talking to tarot readers who do this personally or like on the phone or whatever, and you don't cleanse yourself and you're constantly having different clients and you don't know these people. You don't know if these people are karmic or not. You don't know if you're interfering with their karma, with their lessons, who are also could be interfering with your own lessons. That's who I'm talking about. Also, if you do candle magic, any type of candle magic I'm talking about, that's witchcraft. I don't care what anybody has to say. I haven't met any light workers yet who work with the light who do candle magic. We don't. And that's the difference between you and I. We work with the truth, clarity, and justice. And I'm here to talk about that justice. One of those justices is if you do tarot and you do candle magic at the same time, you're not of light. Okay? You pretend to be of light and you're really good at it. But we're going to expose you because you need to be exposed. You're using people, manipulating people, and also sticking around with succubus evil entities and taking advantage of them and using their money. What the hell is that? That's not of light. Yo, I don't care. It's not of light. No. People who work with the light, who work with source, who connect with God, we don't do that stuff. We don't manipulate people. We don't try to get people's money. No, we don't do that. We attract. There's a difference. Again, I don't do personal readings. I don't have time for that. I'm just being honest here. That's why I come here. I'm able to, show up at Medium, at Writer's Yap, and the podcast if you need me. Also, you can email me as well if you want some prayers and stuff like that. But I don't do any personal. I'm being advised not to because of that. There's a lot of people who I'm still in that learning process of discernment and learning how to recognize. And that's why I'm coming here. Whenever I learn a lesson, I come here. And then until I'm being guided to open it, then I will. Until then, I'm really sorry, guys, but I don't do personal readings. So don't get scammed. Anybody who says WhatsApp or whatever no, that's not me. Okay? I don't have time for that. I wish I could. Honestly, I wish. Okay? But it's not possible at the moment. Okay? Now, yeah, so tempted by material things, trying to please people, and being around people who have demon succubus inside them. Those who lost their touch of using discernment and understanding that as someone who does tarot, spell work on others, and they're not doing cleansing and staying away from karmic entity as they are just lessons, it's very common to ascend not of light, but of the dark forces, the devil. Okay? Yes. Yes. It's what it is. You're probably into the Satanic Bible, right? You're looking into it, right? And you think people don't know about it? Especially those who are spiritual warriors who have been doing this for 2 years now. You probably have been doing it for much longer, but you somehow, somewhere have distorted to the other side. It could be without even knowing. You're like, oh, wait, but you're too busy, right? You have too many things. You're not focusing on yourself. You're doing a spiritual disservice to yourself and other people. Because you're following the money, right? Money also has an energy, has the good side energy and the dark side energy. That's what discernment is important. That's why you need to respect your time and space and make sure that you're not disturbing or creating this distortion towards other people and then calling it healing or calling it that you're guiding them somewhere, but you're just taking their money because you don't really give a shit. That's you're making a disservice not only for yourself, but also all the collective, all those who are trying to do the right thing. You're making us look bad. That's really it. Especially with your nasty clients and your succubus clients that you're trying to entertain because you want to keep them around because you want to take their money. That's disgusting. Seriously. And they're not doing cleansing and staying away from karmic entities as they just lesson. It's very common to ascend not of light, but of dark forces. The devil and his agents can masquerade, okay? And can deceive you to think you are listening to good spirits. That's what I know. I don't know if you notice on my readings, like I know when a dark entity is trying to come in. And I said, no, I rebuke her in the name of Jesus. I rebuke her with any high entity. Doesn't matter. I use Jesus because he's my ascended master that's guiding me during this journey. And thank God. Okay? Other people, whoever you're trying to, you need to you just got to know. That's what discernment is important. That's what you have to do your meditation. That's what you have to do your prayers. You have to be spiritual warrior. It's not just like, oh, okay, I'm just doing tarot reading. I'm just doing candle magic. I don't even know what that is. Like candle magic. Anybody who does that, I don't know. I don't know. To each their own. There's also people who do candle magic who are of the like witches. Like they're good at it. They do candle magic to protection for good things. Like they use their good energy. Like they access it from animals, from their plants, from whatever. And that's a good thing. Other people do it for like really fucked up shit. I'm just saying. That's what discernment is very important. But in reality, if you're not careful and making sure you're connected to God and sources so these entities don't deceive you, and therefore you start deceiving and giving false readings, doing light spell work to innocent people. There's a lesson here, and if trigger, this might not be for you. This is literally like a channel message I received after meditation and praying. Like this is spirit like speaking up. There is someone that needs to hear this. There is a big reason most psychics, medium, light workers go into hermit mode and are not surrounded by a lot of people, and why we do not engage or stick around karmic, succubus, evil entities using people. Yes, sometimes we need to see through it. Like we're seeing through it by learning through these people, but learning how to, not engage and not be attentive. But also I noticed that they're very good manipulators. Like sometimes it's not even the person that's not even doing anything. It's like whatever is inside of their entity can entice you to take out stuff from you, to take energy from you, to make you do things and tempt. Like today I was just like, why did I even say that? I didn't even think of that. I didn't even felt that. Like, why do I feel this way? It wasn't even me. It was this thing that this person has inside that it's just there sucking and that too is like, I know that it's also whatever's inside that person is affecting tarot readers or whoever that person is going to get those tarot readings. That's why I disconnected and block that shit and get away from that person. And that's it. Like, yuck. Everyone it's entitled of redemption, I'm not saying like anybody like, is not able to change and stuff like that, but they have to heal themselves. They have to choose that. That change, that healing has to start from themselves. You can't do that for them. You just can't. And if they choose not to do it and is not listen to you or not listen to the truth and it triggers them, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, then that's it. They want to stay there and there's nothing you can do. As much as it hurt you to see them go into the rabbit hole and just let their life suck away, and you telling them they have some curse or something, a hex or something inside them, and they don't want to listen, then that's it. Like, and then they start blaming on you. There's something wrong with you, that you're not healed. But they're the one not healed and not willing to listen. That they have something inside of them that they need to get rid of. And they could be that person that they're always going for advice. They could be giving it to them. Yeah, that is what I'm talking about. Yeah, we do not exchange money, time, space, or nothing with succubus, evil entities, or anybody who we know like this, especially those who are in the ascension process. Yes, those who are ascending within, you know, Holy Spirit, God, angels, and their ancestors, and we're constantly working with them, and we don't exchange our energy. We don't go around with people. We don't do evil things to other people because we know God's wrath. You know what I'm saying? We don't mess with that. We don't. Like, I'm just, whoever's not following God and it's not afraid of what that too, that's something that I'm always like, you know, I'm not perfect, you know, and I'm always like, always constantly like, okay, why can I do that? I don't want to upset, like, you know, I want to be on the right path. I don't want to be doing, you know what I'm saying? And that too is like seeing other people like judging and comparing and talking about this and like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that. The people who are reading the Bible shouldn't be doing. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I go and I speak with God and he said, no, you are doing what you're supposed. I create, this is for you. Please continue. Listen to souls. Listen to your heart. God is there. Whoever's doing this, saying all these things that you shouldn't be do that, shouldn't be do this, when you know it's your calling. Because other people think that because you're reading the Bible, I actually like reading it. I like it. It's like very nice book. It's like a healing, protective book. And then so many stories is related to a lot of things that happen to a lot of us. So it's like, you know, and also that too, it's like, I'm into it. Like, okay, maybe I'm going to start reading the Torah, see how I can translate that, or reading other books, whatever. Each book has a story or things for us to learn. We are Earth School. We're not here perfect. And most of the stories that has happened in the past is happening again. It's just different, similar, the little twists now and then. But it's just lesson, karmic lessons that are in a subconscious mind that need to be learned so that we can make it conscious, so we don't continue passing that karmic generational curse to other lives. That's really it. That's why Virgo is a hermit. We study everything. And this hermit right here is studying how to build equity and sustainability and circular economy and create a more conscious spirituality and justice and clarity, whether people like it or not. I'm tired of hiding. Actually, I like hiding sometimes. But I hide because there are things that I have to heal. There are things that I have to assess as I go within. I tap in. I've asked God. I asked my angels. I asked my ancestors, which I have an intense ancestor. I'm just letting you know some people here. My ancestors are ruthless. And they're tired. They're letting me know we're tired of their shit. Okay? That's a warning for someone. Yeah. If you do, you need to ask yourself why. Yeah. So when you ask for money and time and space, and you spend time with succubus evil energy, especially when you feel it, when you know these people have this thing, you need to ask yourself why. Why are you doing this? Why are you sticking around to these people? Is it desperation? Is it because you too have some type of energy inside that you don't want to address? That you know you need to get it out and ask for help, right? It's not that hard. Those of us who are in the light, we don't entertain that. We don't just know. Especially when God tells you, do not open that door. You need to walk away from that. We walk away. We're obedient. And we do repentance and we pray for those people. We always pray for our enemies. That's the difference between you and me. Do you understand? We pray for you. We want the good for you. We have hope for you. Yeah, I'm talking to my enemies and the evil people who are doing spell work on me and my children. Yeah. But I'm just going to keep quiet because God already told me that he is going to be dealt with. And that's the thing. Karma, it's a beautiful thing. It is. But now everybody is getting what you have created for yourself. Not for me. No. Especially those evil people who are doing stuff to children. You sick fuck. Well, that's on you. Again, because not everyone is for you. Not even your clients. It's what it is. You have to use discernment with your clients too. With anybody, not just clients, anybody, family, friends, jobs, environments, places, neighborhoods, anything. Anything can be used by the devil and trick you and fuck up your destiny, fuck up your path. Especially if you're easily tempted. If you can't control yourself, you don't know your worth. Some of us have a huge heart and want to help people. But you cannot help people who don't want to be helped. Remember that. Also, learn that negativity is projected, and some people, if you're too sensitive, might make you feel in some type of way or make you say things that you don't even know or why you said it or even think it. Succubus evil spirits inside people are very good manipulators and need to be creating drama or something to feed off. So when God and your angels warn you to stay away from someone or people, do it because these people and their entities are agents of the devil trying to mess you up. Stay away and pray for their souls. Send them love and light, even though you know they are plotting against you, because you know about them and are here to expose their wickedness. Without fear and doubts, do what you must do, because yes, those people still have hope. Those people, us, still have hope for redemption and can change, right? If they choose to do it right. If not, you can't help them and you need to focus on your own lane. Not everyone is perfect. We all fail on this journey, okay? We all go through our karmic lessons many times, you know. I'm just coming from someone who passed many karmic lessons, and if you have to repeat them again, it's just what it is, you know. It's just, you fail, you get back up, and you do it again. You do it better than the next day, okay? Learn that some people cannot be saved or healed as much as you wish they did, okay? It's just what it is. And that took like 30 minutes to do that message. But let's see. Anyways, that's what I wanted to tell you guys. Like, it's just, there's a lot of people that they don't even know that they have entities and succubus inside them, you know? It could be through sex. It could be through other people, other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that too is like, I was looking into more research about, like, okay, so is it true that that's true? It's like, that's something that bothered me. Like, one of the psychic readers that I actually admire said that, like, oh, you know, if you're into the Bible, and like somebody who went through like Christianity, you know, like Catholic and stuff like that, like I hate like that toxic thing. Like, that's something that I've been decolonizing and disarming. And then I realized that I like the one thing that there's the good and bad side of religions, right? But some of the good things, I like to keep them because it has helped me, you know, heal and spiritual and helped me connect more with God and angels and stuff like that. So yeah, so reading scriptures or prophetic, looking out of the prophetic people who are into, you know, not necessarily Christianity or Catholic or whatever, it's just like, we're just read the Bible. I don't know. And it feels good. Sometimes there's like protection, like Psalms. The Psalms have protection scriptures, and I read them and then I feel better. Like, I don't know. And then that too is like, I ask God, just like, you know, do you hate gays? Do you hate LGBTQ? Do you hate people who transgender, who like, you know, and he keeps telling me, no, it's who's putting that there? Who put that there? Who? It's not true. That too is like about the adultery. Like, you know, that too is like, I feel like, man, like when I was reading that part about adultery, like I was with a person, I had kids without being married and something like, is that something like, am I a bad person? Like, am I doing adultery and stuff like, is it something like, it says like you're going to hell and stuff like that? Like, you know, God is very strategic, very smart, you know? And that too is like, during that time, he made that just for protection and for protection during that time. But now things are different. So that's why even with the Bible, he wants us to learn about discernment, you know? And he tells me, like, I hear all the time, like, you're forgiven. I already, like, that's not, you know, if you don't want to be married, you will if you want to. Doesn't necessarily have to be by paper, you know? That's a mentality program, you know? But that too, he doesn't hate gays. He doesn't hate transgender. He doesn't hate people who read tarot reading. If anything, he's actually speaking through us with the spirit guides, with the angels and ancestors through tarot, especially the good ones, okay? So make sure you use discernment, because I just told you, there's tarot readers and fucked up readers who are doing not good things, okay? They're really good ones. Like I said, I have them, the ones that I being guided literally by the Holy Spirit. Those who are in my, when you go on Writer's Yep, you go into the gift back and it says guidance tarot readers, spiritual readers. They're all there. All you have to do is copy paste, put it on your YouTube, and go search them and go check them out, okay? So give them love, subscribe, you know, go check them out. You know, but also do your own research, do your own discernment, you know what I'm saying? But those are the ones who have helped me evolve and, you know, do what I got to do here and by myself, break hexes and curses that I had since childhood. Okay, that too. You be kind. You don't know what people have been through, I've gone through and stuff like that. And we're not here to go and tell you all our business, but I'm just saying, like, shit. Some people are too much. Anyways, let's see what's going on. The Shekinah, yeah, sacred self. Unleash your spirit, express your gift, dance the sacred rhythm of life. And I feel like that's what we're doing right now. Like the energy is like we're realizing ourselves. Like the more we are ascending, the more awakened we are, the more we are realizing this, you know? Yeah, Krishna. Devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. Thank you, Krishna. And you too, if you're reading this, okay? We're all going into the right path, okay? Saint German, karma releasing. That's what we're doing. That's what's happening. That's what you can, you know, if you get triggered, that's something that you need to heal. If there's something that, you know, some truth that you don't want to hear, but you see like, no, that's what it is. Some of you, because you've been dealing with, yeah, with entities, things, you know, and also that too, this feels like a lot of us need to be talking more, connecting more with our ancestors, especially if you don't even know that you have some succubus or entity because some other client or someone give it to you, but you don't even know. You need to cleanse. You need to heal. You need to connect more with your ancestor. You need to have that break from doing tarot reading with clients and stuff like that and focus on your own self, focus on your own energy. Those clients are going to be there. You know what I'm saying? Focus on other things. Do other things. If you're constantly relying on just, it's not healthy. Move beyond drama. Create your own path. Make room for a good energy. That's how you release karma. By focusing on your path. By focusing on your own lane. Stop looking at other people. Balance. Yeah. Stability. Standing firm. Standing firm, you know? Yeah, sacred breath and sound, life force communication. That's where it's going. See, with the 10 is the end of a cycle. It's the end of the 40. Yeah, there's balance and sacred breath. You see that dolphins is like your community. It's like most of you have like a soul family that you're going to meet soon. Some of you could be meeting your divine masculine very soon, or you're probably the 8. Yeah, 8 is the karma. Releasing of karma. Electric active power. Some of you could be having also, those who are dealing with this type of situations, you can have also you're balancing your divine masculine, but you also have this divine masculine trying to protect you, okay? Yeah, and Gaia too. Yes, earth connection. Be mindful of the planet. Come back to earth. Stay grounded. Especially, yeah, a lot of meditation needs to be happening here. And whatever, that's when you're releasing these two, releasing the karma, make sure when you're doing the meditation, even prayers or chanting or stuff like that, like good chanting, make sure that you're releasing it to Gaia, okay? Because she will use that as fuel. Okay? Yes, she will heal herself through us. For now, right? Until we change from fossil fuels to renewable, right? Because that too, we also have to do that in the physical sense. It's not just only in the spiritual. We also have to do it in the physical, in terms of like eradicating corporations that are harming our planet and ourselves, right? Because it is toxic too. It makes us sick, right? It's not healthy, right? Right? Our beautiful mother. Mother Mary, love and peace. Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. A lot of us are dealing with that, especially those divine masculine who have to heal those mother wounds if you have very toxic mothers and stuff like that, or grew up with toxic around, you know, toxic femininity or matriarchy, you know. Master Buddha, telling Master Buddha, increase awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. Most of us have our own inner voice, you know what I'm saying? So that's why it's like, when you watch tarot readers and stuff like that, it's just for confirmation. It's something that you have inside that you just like, okay, am I doing, like, you know, it's just for confirmation. It's not actually something that, like, you know, you have to do what we say. Or, and also that's what it's like, tarot readers, we also have to focus on not to tell people really how to dictate their life. Like, it's your choice. It's a free will. We're just here showing you the path that other dark entities trying to make it dark for you, make you confused, so you don't look at it, so you don't see the truth, because it doesn't benefit them. And so also the same thing with the system. That's what it is. That's what we're here to show you. Okay, being called for the soul journey. Yeah, acceptance. That's what it is. I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Most of us cannot. There's a lot of things that we cannot control. All we can do is, the only thing that we can control is how we react and our healing. And that's it. You know, protecting ourselves. This one wants to come out. Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Yeah. Let go of blaming other people. You know, take accountability for your own things and purpose. This even feels like I came out on my podcast too, the 27. I know what I'm here to do. Yeah, this feels like very similar. But hey, I guess like whoever didn't listen to my podcast, you need to listen to it. Because there's some stuff there that I put that people need to hear. What else? Yeah, let's get into the oracle message. And we're going to close this reading. Well, it's long, but hey, it's a channel message that somebody needed to hear today. All right, Father God, tell us what we need to see. Show us what we need to see. Angel Spirit. Yeah, you have Estanatle, turquoise changing woman. Let's see. Left 2. Ooh. Number 2. That could be something significant for somebody. All right. Turquoise changing woman. I am the turquoise moon mother, and I come to you now with a message of change. This may be change that you want or change that you fear, but either way, I will show you how to use this change to become stronger, wiser, and more empowered to fulfill your divine destiny. Do not fear the changes around you and within you. Trust in the timing of what is happening in your world. All right, so in our reading, it says, change is upon you. It is essential for your continued growth, and you do not need to fear it as you allow for this change. Remain steadfast in your inner spiritual connection. I'm having some throat. This gives you courage, trust, peace, and reassurance, and you will find ways to navigate the shifts so that your life improves through the process. If you're thinking of making a change, you're encouraged to do so without trying to force it. Be open and do your own part to the best of your ability, but also tune into your sense of divine timing, asking the universe for help and allowing life to unfold according to its own rhythm of creative and loving intelligence. How do you say that? Pronounce Estanhataluhi. Estanhataluhi is the turquoise moon goddess of the Navajo known as Changing Woman. She is always changing and yet never dies. As she begins to age, she simply turns to walk to the east, the direction of the rising sun and beginning, where she is renewed. Her blessings are for nourishment, renewal of energy, and new beginnings. She brings hope and reminds us that life is constantly renewing itself around us and within us. We can always begin again in that spirit of renewal. In the face of loss, of destruction, Her presence brings comfort, hope, and peace, so that rather than losing faith and giving up because we feel defeated, we have the courage to continue to fight for what matters, with refreshed reserves of energy and enthusiasm. If we're struggling with change, either too much of it or perhaps too little of it, Estanaclecti comes to us with reassuring guidance. When something is in need of repair, Great Spirit knows how to restore it. When something needs to end, didn't we talk about ending? Great Spirit will show the way to empty yourselves of the past and prepare for a new beginning. When there is a lack or deprivation, the abundance and generosity of the universe shall bring fullness. We do not need to fear change, whether wanted or unwanted. We just need to trust in the good and loving working of the universe. Etanaclecti reminds us of the divine feminine wisdom and power, which expresses itself as life, always flowing, always changing, always evolving. We belong to the life and can trust in it. Evolution is not always easy. Often it requires tremendous courage of heart and inner strength. Yet the turquoise moon mother will help us respond to any change in a way that increases love, light, and wisdom within us and the world. Turquoise changing woman is also known as the conqueror of the monsters and the bringer of blessing, especially when we feel that we are under attack or lacking something that we need. She teaches us that it is safe to rest our unconditional faith in divine grace. Okay? And also that too, surrender to God, let go and let God, right? We make our efforts as wholeheartedly as we can, but in the gaps between what we can do and what we needs to be accomplished for beauty, peace, and healing to happen on this planet, divine grace is there as the bridge, the catalyst, the miracle worker. Grace does not do the work for us, but it does empower our efforts and assist us in fulfilling our purpose in ways the mind can rarely anticipate. That's true. I don't know where this energy came from. I was so tired today, and I don't know. I felt this urgent energy to come to this. So, yes, this is grace. It feels like it, and it's amazing, you know? But it's just an energy that comes in and uses our body and our good heart and our pure hearts to do good things, you know? Other people use it for bad. That's why it gets iffy, right? Grace is the invisible and empowering hand of Great Spirit reaching for us daily. Turquoise Moon Mother watches over us with a reminder that we are not in this alone, that the divine is our creative partner in all pursuits. We only need to ask for help to be given, to realize that it is already there waiting for us to receive it. Okay? So that's what I have for you guys. I hope this resonated with you. Thank you for your like, comments, and subscribes. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for your support on the podcast and on Medium and on the website. If you need anything on the Eco Store, it's all there on RadioSafe.com. And I'm sending you so much love. I hope this helped you, this lesson, and I'll see you next video. Bye.